I moved the cows this morning. I got a group of steers and the bull over on this left-hand side over here. I moved the mamas and the calves and the heifers over there. Well, this one little calf, calves are super hard. Well, this one, he just didn't move. He wouldn't get up and he wouldn't move. Of course, mama went on in and she ate some peanut hay and she ate some hay and went all the way around the perimeter of the new pasture. And so 30, 40 minutes later, she realizes baby ain't here. So I left the gate open and here she comes. Probably the first thing she'll do is lick all over him and smell all over him and make sure ain't nobody mess with her baby. She'll nurse him, and then eventually 30 minutes later they'll be back on the other side with everybody else. Nope, she's just gonna walk him back. She's ready to go back and eat some more. This is our youngest calf. It's only about a week old. And so calves just don't know how to do anything. And so going through gates and going to a new pasture and all those things are just foreign to them. It may, calf may still not go through that gate right there. It may get up there by mama, and as mama goes through, it'll lock up, and mama's like, come on now. The thing with calves, where if this was a steer or a group of heifers or something, I mean, you can push them, you can lead them, or you can put a little pressure on them, and you can get them to go just by walking around and just in the way you handle them. Calves don't operate that way. See that calf locked up right there? Now it's gonna move. And so that's a good mama right there. And so the thing that I try not to do is go up here and try to run all over the pasture, and you just can't outrun these cows. And so you just watch and you make sure they don't run out in the road or get in the woods or something like that. But it's hard to deal with pairs, with mamas and calves, because the mamas are hungry and they want to go eat when you roll out a bale of hay, and the calf, they don't have to do anything all day long except nurse and sleep and play with the other calves. So anyway, got them everybody moved. Close this gate. All right, so the cows were right over here in this long, narrow pasture. right, that's where they were. We rolled out 25 bales of grass hay there. No, I'm sorry, 35 bales of grass hay and about 20 peanut bales out here. And you know, they scattered it around. Now, at some point, I'll take my disc and my drag and I'll just lightly disc through this and I'll drag it down. We don't bale hay out of this, so I don't worry about that. And it'll make better pasture if I do it that way. It'll just smooth everything out, spread everything out, I should say. So, if you've ever been to one of our events, that area right there where the tractor is, that's the parking lot area. That's where everybody parks. So this is the pasture that you drive past. The sign is, you know, right up there. This is a little driveway. So what we did was we came in here and put up a 2-strand polywire fence. Now it's electric. This is it's the polywire. It's the Gallagher polywire. I think there's 6 conductors in there, and it's pretty good stuff. Now when I got over here, it turns into the turbo wire, the braid stuff, and so it's a little bit heavier duty. It's got 9 conductors in it, and I don't know that you get a whole lot more out of 6 versus 9, but anyway, I mean, it's a good temporary fence. We put a T-post down right here as our corner. It runs up that way 350, 400 feet. It turns, goes all the way back in there, and then comes back way down yonder and terminates into the 5-strand. And so this is all area that was planted pine trees. Hurricane Michael destroyed all these trees in here, and we cleaned it up. I mean, it's much cleaner. I'll throw a picture in there of what it was. And so we've cleaned this up. Still got some piles and junk we got to do some stuff with, but this ground here was just briars and vines and broom sedge, and so there is almost nothing out here that's worth eating. We mowed this down, and so we've got about 75 round bales and about 35 more round bales of peanut hay. So we've got 75 grass bales, and so you see where I rolled one out this morning right here. I've rolled out another one right over there. The peanut bale I tried to roll out and it just sort of disintegrated on me. Sometimes those peanut bales roll and sometimes they just don't. And so the peanut bale just blew up right there. And I didn't have anything on my tractor other than the hay fork, so I couldn't spread it out, but they'll eat that down pretty good. And so we'll roll out, like I said, over the next few days or weeks. We'll roll out those 75 bales, 1 to 2 a day, depending on how they eat. And we'll cover this brown area. And then in the spring, we're gonna come in here and we're gonna disc this and level it as if it were an agriculture field, like we were row cropping it. And then we're gonna pack it and plant grass out here. And so we're either going to plant Tifton 9 Bahia grass or Riata Bahia grass. I haven't decided which I'm going to do. And so all of that will depend on the seed that we can get. So anyway, this area will be much prettier a year from now. It just takes a lot of time. A lot of these trees, this is the only trees left standing, and y'all, when they planted these trees, I want to say they planted 700 trees to the acre, and this is it. I mean, there's 50 or 60 trees left in this entire 20-acre block, and the storm just blew all this away. away. They're over yonder together now. She's got him squared away, looks like. All right. We'll check y'all later on.